horrible, right? Like, so rain, in my brain, naturally, my natural man, right? My natural Calvin that's pretty soft is like, don't get out there. It's just not worth it. Save the area. You come with all these excuses. You know what? Like, save it for tomorrow. It's going to be sunny. The bugs are going to be out. And then I'm going to really crush it. I'm going to make up. I'm going to have a double day, right? I'm going to sell double, and that's going to make up for, it's like, these are all lies, right? So I assessed my weaknesses, right? A couple adjustments I made going into 2019, right? I chose to make rainy days. I wanted to be the best rainy day guy in the company. So instead of just being like, you know what, I'm going to get a little bit better on a rainy day, I'm going to now have the narrative be, when I finish this next summer, I'm going to look everybody in the eye and go, nobody did better than me on a rainy day. So I'm like, this was my approach, right? And this was a bad approach, but this is my first step. First rainy day of the summer, no jacket, I am just getting soaked. That's what I said. I'm going just so wet that like there's no point in getting back in the car. I don't want to get back in the car because I'm so wet. Like my socks are wet, like everything is wet. And then I'm just going to basically just own it and just love it and just embrace it. And then sure enough, I had a 7-day. And I cried the next day in my morning meeting, I remember very vividly. I was so proud of myself because that was such an obstacle. I chose in the preseason that rainy days weren't going to get in the way, and that was my plan, and I won. And I think back, I think that's one of the most memorable days of, honestly, my sales career because I made a weakness a strength, right? I finished that year. Now, this is where I changed, right? I bought a rain jacket. I wasn't stupid anymore, right? I bought a rain jacket, and I did it like way smarter. I got like a waterproof iPad. I was like ready to go, right? But my angle to be the best still was I was going to be the happiest man, like so delusionally happy on the doors on a rainy day because in the midst of all this like sadness and gloom, right, they would expect a poor door-to-door kid that probably doesn't make a lot of money, right, like to be like a wet puppy, right, like just so sad on the doors. Well, I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to be the most enthusiastic, right? I'm going